Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. I hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, I haven't seen you guys in a little bit. Yeah, I did not put out a video. Sorry, I'm here. I'm just looking for some stuff. Yeah, I'm not too prepared today. Sorry. Okay, so as you can see from my calendar, I haven't been doing all that much. No, I haven't whoops, because I have been pretty much couch bound. Oh, for crying out loud. I just tried to get those out and they all fell in my drawer. Oh my heavens. Oh my gosh. This has been the story of my life lately. Gosh. Okay. So, what's been going on? I'm going to attempt to work on my calendar. It's kind of like a journal with me ish, a calendar with me, I guess. Yeah, not much has been going on here because I've been having some side effects to the medication I'm on. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you are returning. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so right at the moment, if you're new here, I'm on oral chemotherapy for my cancer treatment, and yeah, I finally made it to full dose of both medications, and then the problem started. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, you know what I need to do? How many of you guys picked this up last time? I was doing these grids here to color them in to make, my calendar a little bit more colorful. And I totally missed these two right here. Like, how many of you guys noticed that? And I don't know if that's, yeah, okay, that's the right color. So we're just gonna go ahead and fill those in. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I think I was watching the video back and I was like, Elizabeth, you silly girl. You did not color those in. What were you thinking? Yeah. And then I wondered like how many of you guys caught it. Oh gosh. Okay, so let me explain too what I'm doing here. This is a plain old calendar from the Dollar Tree, and because I'm in the midst of selling my house, I have all of my craft stuff packed up. It is driving me insane. Don't think it's not. Yeah, I cannot stand that all my stuff is packed up. My poor husband feels so bad. But yeah, it's driving me crazy because it's just difficult, to have everything packed up and not be able to do what you normally do. So instead, I did want to do some kind of, fun stuff. And I still wanted to document my life as well. So I decided to take this calendar from Dollar Tree and turn it into just a documentation calendar, right? So this is how it ends up. This is kind of how it begins. Yeah, and I've had just a lot of fun with it. So putting anything in here from, flowers that my husband gets me to magazine clippings to food packaging, stickers. I draw things sometimes. Yeah, printables I put in here. Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. So this is where we left off last time, and let me tell you, I haven't been back in here since. It's been like 2 weeks. It is one of the things that I do like about this and appreciate about this type of, documentation is that I don't feel like I have to come in here every single day or even once a week. I can just come in here whenever, and I have all of my notes are in this little calendar that I keep, and so I can come in here, look on the different days and just figure out kind of what things I want to put in here. I I don't generally put like anything specific, you know, it's whatever I feel like that day. So like this week here, toward the end here, my daughter flew to Maine. And so I drew a little lighthouse because they were walking around like Acadia National Park and different things like that. So yeah, so just whatever strikes my fancy, right? It doesn't have to be anything necessarily really, really important, you know? So, anywho, I went through some of my days here and drew out some stuff in pencil. I'm not really sure if you guys can see it all that well or not, but yeah. So that's what I have there. Let me just see here. All I have are highlighters for markers. That's it. So, oh my gosh. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. Let me see. Will that work? I don't know if that's going to work or not. That might be too thick. I'm not sure. So let's see. We might use this one. Might be thinner. Yeah. Okay. So down here on the 21st was the strawberry moon. It was the full moon. It was really cool. So I wanted to note that. So we'll just write that in. Strong. Ooh, I hope it fits. Strong. And then I will outline this in pen. So this was the strawberry moon, super cool. Let's see. There was a launch here. We had a lot of launches, let me just tell you. There was a launch here, a launch up here. The astronauts launched up here, a launch down here. Yeah, lots of launches. Let's see. Yeah, so let's see what else that I was going to do lettering on. I'm not really sure. I don't think anything else. I don't think. Anyway. All right, let's get into this right here. Wait, let me see what else. Oh, our gems came on this day and they stayed until Friday, which was super nice. I mean, all the three of them came. My daughter's boyfriend couldn't come because he was working, so the three of them came. My son and his wife and my daughter, and so that was really, really nice to see all of them. Super nice. And then they were like their new craze now, I guess, is this game that they play. These are artist cards from it. I don't know. So they just gave them to me. They have some really cool designs on them, like this here. So cool. And so I did want to put something like that like here, and I'll just put it in with tape. Yeah, I just love when my kids are together and they do stuff together, you know? So here are some pictures that I had printed out. It's my daughter. Funny little story about this, but anyway, this is her in Maine going to see lighthouses. There she is. Oh, there are my kids playing at the dining room table. They're playing their little game thing or whatever. So I just snapped a quick pic of that. And then here's my daughter, and she had got this this garden. What's it called? Like garden house or something. It's super cute. It's like a little miniature, diorama thing, I guess. That's the only way I know how to explain it. So I helped her put that together. One day I did the electrical work on it so that it lit up, and it was just so much fun to do, right? Just so much fun to do. So I helped her do that. Yeah, so we had just a really nice time. My husband made shrimp pasta, so I'll just color in this little shrimper dude. Yeah, because my daughter-in-law really likes shrimp pasta. So my husband obliged for her. And yeah, so here's my little shrimper dude. I love it when my kids come up. I mean, who wouldn't, Yeah. So it was really nice to see them. They might be coming up again this week. I don't really know. So, and then let me turn this way. So I'll just put shrimp pasta. So this is kind of how I do it, you know. I draw the stuff out. Here's a launch. Yeah, I draw the stuff out in pencil. And then I do have just a cheapo set of, what are they called? Colored pencils that I use to then color this stuff in. So there's a launch there. I think I'll just write it this way. Launch. Strawberry, and I'll put moon up here. That was really cool to see. Yeah, it was this big, beautiful, orangey full moon. It was a little bit cloudy out where I was at the time, but it came up like by some condos near us. And so, yeah, it was really cool. So there's the strawberry moon. After I finish tracing all this stuff, I do go back and I erase, you know, all the pencil marks. And these are just, you know, just random drawings, you know. They're just like handmade drawings, you know. I think it's a lot of fun and adds like just a little personal touch, you know, to, I'll write gems up here. Gems. Yeah, it just adds a little something, I guess, you know, a little, yeah, like I said, little personal touch to my calendar here. Sorry, golly, this chair. Oh, here I had my old noggin scan. So, no, I'm sorry. Scratch that. I did not have a noggin scan this day. I went to go see my my radiology oncologist. So yeah, I have to get scans on my noggin every 3 months for the rest of my life. And I asked him this time too. And I was like, okay, doc, you know, at what point do I get to extend that and go like every 6 months for a scan or every year for a scan, you know? He says, oh no, no, when we're dealing with the brain, we do it every 3 months and it's going to be for the rest of your life. So there's that. But praise the Lord, I had clean scans. Yes. And then he can see all my records and everything. So he looked, at my scans that I had for my body part that I go in for a CT for. And he said that those were all clean. So I was thrilled about that. And let's see, I went to the doctor, so I'm not really sure. Let me see what day that was. The 20th. Okay. So that was my Dr. P. Dr. Patel. So that was that appointment. And yeah, we discussed like the side effects that have been happening. The thing is with the medication that I'm on a combination of 2 different types of chemotherapy. And I started getting fevers. I started getting fevers this day. They usually happen in the middle of the night or like super early morning, like between 3 and 5 in the morning. And yeah, so I wake up and I have chills and I take my temperature and it's between 101.2 and 101.8. I take my Tylenol because, Yeah, I've taken now to just putting 2 Tylenol on my nightstand because I wake up, like I said, between 3 and 5 in the morning, and I'm chilling, so I know that I have a fever then. So I sneak into the bathroom so as not to wake my husband, take my temperature, realize I have, yes, indeed, I have a fever. I pop my 2 Tylenol, I go to bed, and then my fever breaks and I wake up in a pool of sweat. So yeah, a lot of laundry going on here. Yeah, and it just generally, it makes me just feel generally poor. So there's that. Yeah, so been dealing with that, and that's kind of put a wrench in, my life, but it is what it is. So, yep. Anyway, on this day here, we went over to help Mama and Papa, which are my in-laws, and they wanted us to help them. It was really kind of funny. They wanted my husband. I was just going over to help with whatever I could help with, but they wanted my husband to organize their pantry. I guess they were cleaning it out for something, and all the stuff was out of it, and so they asked if he would come over. And my mother-in-law says, "Well, I'm asking because you're the best organizer that I know," or something like that. And he really is. He's very I'll say OCD. And yeah, he's very good at having everything, having a place for everything and everything in its place. And yeah, so we went over there one day while he was feeling well enough and organized their pantry for them. So that was nice. On this day here, oh my heavens to Betsy, it was, let me do this lightning bolt first. It was crazy weather. Yes. We had thunderstorms and rain, rain, rain. In fact, there was a town south of us that actually had a tornado. We don't normally get, tornadoes. I think it was just an EF1, but, tornado nonetheless, and did a little bit of damage, I think. So, yeah, that was weird. And then I talked to my aunt this past Sunday, and she told me that the city of Hollywood, which is in South Florida, like by Fort Lauderdale, they got some 20 inches of rain. I mean, it was crazy. It was pouring, pouring, pouring. Now, I think, yeah, we were supposed to have 2 showings this day, and we had to cancel one of them. Well, we didn't have to cancel it. We were fine. But the people that were supposed to come and see the house canceled it because I think they were coming up from a town down south, and it was even worse and more rain down south of us. So yeah, it was crazy, 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 crazy weather. Here I took a bath, and it could have been because I had a fever. I'm not really sure. Or maybe after my fever broke. I don't know. Anyway, these are my bubbles. And we'll put a few little bubbles up here. Why not? There was a launch this day too. I don't know what happened these 2 days. No big deal. Oh, and when I started with my fevers, I have to do all these different things. Like I have to be off one medication for a day, then see if I have a fever the next day, and then if I don't have a fever, I can resume my medicine, and blah, blah, blah. I had to go take a COVID test because, they want to rule out any other infections or anything like that. So I was just like, ugh. So anywho, yeah, there was all of that. Down here, I want to put side effects, I do believe. So let's see. Because I just want to, keep note of things that are going on. I mean, obviously that's part of the reason I keep this calendar. You know, side effect. Side effects. Yeah, so then I'll list them all over here, the different side effects that I've had. Yeah, and so there you have it. Now I just have to go in and fill in a little bit of the, whatchamacallit, like specifically what was going on. So yeah, I just take my trusty eraser and I go through and erase the pencil marks. And then I'll go back in and I will color, everything in. I think I'm probably in the background here gonna put like, the radar looking thing for the rain. It was rain like all this week. It was a lot of rain. In fact, when my daughter got, I think she flew home this day, and their flight was postponed because of the rain that was down in Florida. She was coming home from Maine, but yeah, so, and there was that. And yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on here. Like I said, not much. I have been, like, literally, when I tell you not much is going on, we went and, what did we do? Yesterday, we just went into town to go to the grocery store to get some stuff. And I looked on my steps, right? And just to see how many steps I had done. And it was like 100 and something, okay? But when I tell you I've done literally nothing, I checked like the day before or Saturday or something, and I literally, it had 20 steps, okay? Oh my gosh. Yeah, like I am on the couch and I'm not getting up, because yeah, these fevers are just a pain in the butt. But anyway, let me show you this real quick too. My sweet daughter brought me some postcards. Aren't they beautiful? Let's scoot that over there. From Acadia. That's Acadia National Park. And then look at that. Camden, Maine. I had no idea there was even a Camden, Maine. Oh my goodness. If you didn't know, my son's name is Camden. It's not a common name. I guess it's a little bit more common now, but when I named him that, I didn't know any other Camdens, and I didn't really know. There it is there, Camden, Maine. My daughter got this for my husband. So cute. And anyway, yeah, so that was a lot of fun. That was super fun. So, anywho, yeah. So that's what's going on with this. The next step here, like I said, is to color all this stuff in. And then once I get all that colored in, then I go back and I just like fill stuff in, right? I fill it in with stickers and, whatever, just fill in the extra spots. And then this I'm going to put here and tip that in. I might cut some of these out, although they're bigger. I wanted them like super small, but they're not. So yeah, I might cut like this out and stick it over here as a tip in, we'll see. And I can, like on the sides here, I can put like my kids or my daughter, doing their thing, or down here, whatever. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But one day it's going to look all grown up like this page. So yeah, this has been so much fun. So yeah, if you have minimal supplies, if you have limited time, and limited supplies, I would suggest you document something along these lines, because you can still look at here at a glance and know what's going on each day, and it's just a lot of fun. It kind of sparks a little bit of creativity, and at least for me, and yeah, I've had a lot of fun doing it. So I hope y'all are doing well. Like I said, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and a wonderful weekend coming up. And hopefully I will talk to y'all real soon. I know that, you know, I skipped a week doing a video, and it's just going to be hit or miss from here on out because it's like every time, you know, we have a showing or I'm not feeling well or whatever, I have to, you know, I take the camera thing, I have to take it off. So, which means I have to set it all back up every time I go to film something. And yeah, so, and then of course those days where, you know, I can't get off the couch. So yeah, the videos are going to come when the videos come. And sorry this one's late today, but better late than never. And yeah, I'll thank you again for your time. I know time is precious, and I really appreciate that you choose to spend it with me. And yeah, again, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.